Hi guys, how are y'all doing? Today I'm going to finish up my part 3 on JohnKuckian. I have gone back and forth on whether or not to do it just because of all his stuff that he does. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish this up because I said I would. That's the only reason. And then I don't plan to give him any more of my attention. That is my idea. And as always, I got the allergies going on, but I don't know. It's very cold here. In South Georgia, we go from, 75, 80 degrees, and we drop down to, yesterday our house was in the 40s, and so we stay sniffly around here. So I'm in the winter time, so I apologize about that, and which makes me twice as bad with my allergies. So anyway, I think the first thing I'm going to do is swatch his colors live. I did the swatches and then photographed them, but I think I'm going to do his and the Folklore shadows that I got in. They came in, they didn't just come in the little round packs, they came in boxed nicely. Their Folklore, see if I can let you see that. Their ingredients is way shorter than his, and I will photograph his and the Folklore and insert it in. I don't know how to do it in the frame. I'm not that savvy. But I'll cut it in and leave it up for a few seconds so you can pause and read if you want to, so you can see the difference, because there is a difference if he is telling the truth. I don't know, the Trading Standard Institute, I've waited 2 weeks for them to return my email. I have sent them 2 emails. I've bugged them on Twitter. They've responded once and said they were going to answer my email very soon. That was a week ago. Still nothing, so we're moving on. I do have their telephone number. I just don't know really how to read it. It's a lot more numbers than we have in the U.S. And I have their address, and like I said, and for if this video happens to get shared, and surely people over in Great Britain and the UK know how to report him to the Trading Standard Institute, which is like our Better Business Bureau. I actually pulled him up. He is a member. He has 2 memberships. They go together, but they're listed separately. But I couldn't find if he had any strikes against him, and that was my inquiry about him. And if the U.S. had any U.S. customers, if they had complaints, could they report? And I had some other questions that didn't get answered, so there's no need in bringing them up. Anyway, I thought we'd start out by swatching the different ones. And so we're going to start with the burgundy shade. And I'm not going to say the name of his because it offends my mother, but everybody who follows JohnKuckian knows his catchphrase and knows or has followed him. I have unfollowed him in all social media, including YouTube. The last I checked, he had lost over 7,000 followers, or subscribers, I mean. Excuse me, I dropped this. These little cases aren't user-friendly. They drop. I still like the eyeshadow. They're not patchy. I don't know why people say they are. They're just not. They're not on my eyelids, and I have old, crinkly, if you look, eyelids. I just have on everyday wear today, and my face is swollen. You can see that, very swollen today because of my allergies and my cold. And anyway, this is his, and it is the burgundy, and I'm not going to say the name because it offends my mother, and she watches my channel, so I'm not going to say it. We know what the name is. This is the Focalure. You can definitely, I'm going to hold them up together. You will see the shade difference on the two. So they're not the same. So I'm going to swatch this one. Y'all ate me up about not showing the swatches. So I'm going to show you the swatching. I don't know, I did that about 5 times. I do that because you can't see good on here, or I can't. So anyway, I'm going to go back here. It is a little bit chunky, but on the eye, I don't know, and I think that's because I do it too much. See, I mean, it just smears, I mean, it goes right out. It buffs right on the eye. The one that we thought looked very similar on AliExpress is called Bamboy. The color number is E24 on Focalure, and theirs is called Color Mix. That's probably not the right box. Hang loose. Yeah, it's Color Mix, and it is E24. I did 5 the same. I'm going to do 5 since I started out that way. See, this is a much orangier tone. It just doesn't have the red under. And you'll see, you think this is the wrong one, but when I get to the shook one, you'll see that that's the right color. I mean, I searched, when these come up, I searched to see what color they had shown, and it was this one. Okay. So we'll do the next one, which is shook. Here we go. We all know what it looks like if you've bought it. I like this one. I do it with the sunset look, which I do. That's my normal, if I go out, sort of look, usually. I didn't wear it during the holidays, though. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is called a Mirror, and it's E20, and that's what it looks like. You can see the difference. Oh, I forgot to show you the difference in the pack. Sorry about that. I don't feel good. Please excuse me. I don't put on a ton of makeup trying to. You can see the difference there. And on AliExpress, they look exactly the same. So I went back on there and tried to see if I could find some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one don't swatch as good. I'll try it again, but it didn't swatch as good. And the pictures, I had to do it several times. I'll show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes 10 times I've swatched. I'm going to try to swatch in the same place. See, they're just not the same. This and this almost looks like the same color, really. Except this one is patchier. I haven't even tried that one, because it doesn't, I don't know, it seems like you might have to blend it out too much and take too much time. And it already takes me too long to get on my makeup. Okay, this is Salvage. I love purple, so I'm going to love both of these. I'm going to tell you, I haven't worn the other except playing with it. And this is Salvage. And this is E28, and it's called Envy. These probably, I don't know, these are very close, but swatch a little different. There you are. I'm going to just put them up. I know I'm hiding my face, but I want you to see it, and I'm up close to the camera. Phone, actually. I don't have a camera yet. hopefully maybe next year. Okay, so I'm gonna do salvage first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get shorter and shorter. I've got bad arms. Hate to go around that curve. Okay. I'm so sorry for that. I apologize. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See this, I don't know, this has a more reddish undertone than blue. I think you'll see the difference when I swatch. This one has a more of a blue. But they're very close, very, very close. And like I said, I'm up close to the camera because I want you to see. Here we go. Now, I noticed a lot of, this is just rambling, I noticed a lot of beauty influencers. They are too far, which I'm up on my phone. But they are so far away from their camera, you don't know really what their makeup looks like. It could look like crap. You don't know. They don't really get up close. Tati does sometimes in her check-ins, but she's way too far away from the camera. There you go. So that's what they look like. The one my mother says she doesn't like me to call the name of it. This one is Bam Boy. This is Shook. This is Amira. This one is Salvage. And this one is Envy. So these probably are the two closest. These are way off. So, right there. Terrible. They are not anywhere close. Which, I think, I don't know. I think he's private labeling and from like a company like Alibaba. There is probably more companies than that. That's the one I could find. The quickest. I didn't really go into that because, I mean, what does it matter if he's private labeling? I mean, it matters because he lied, but I'm just saying, if he's doing that, we may never know if he's private labeling. We don't know who he's buying from. That's the point I'm making. I'm not saying it doesn't matter because he's definitely lied. Because we know his stuff comes from China. So I'm sure Alibaba is not the only place over there that you can private label from. The next thing I want to go in, I've done it before, but I'm going to say it again. Squalane comes from, squalane, that's Squalean, comes from shark liver. If it's squalane, it comes from plants, like from olives, olive oil, rice bran. If you see rice bran, you'll see that instead of saying that has squalane in it, it'll just say that has rice bran in it. Any kind of cosmetic products, collagen, and it won't even claim squalane. It'll just say, any serums, natural serums that are organic. They'll just say they have rice bran or olive oil. Olive oil is the very cheapest that you can get for squalane. It is a very low quality squalane. Anyway, rice bran, wheat germ. I don't know if soy is. I don't think it's soy, but there's another one. So that is the swatching. Like I said, I don't like the orange and folklore. All the other ones I like. I like his shadows. They are not patchy. They're very dark. They're so dark that they're hard to blend out. Like I said, I swirl my brush. It is very hard for me to do a tap. And then it's still dark. It causes me to have to wash my blending brushes, which I don't normally do. I just clean them on a microfiber cloth. I always say Microsoft. I don't know. I went to school to learn Microsoft software. I don't know if that's why I say that. Anyway, moving right along. Because I tried to contact it is called the Trading Standard Institute. While on there, and I will put in my receipts, and I will put it in and leave them up so you can look at them. And I even left where you can see the website that I went to. I have my notes. He is classified or licensed to, it is called a SIC, a Standard Industrial Classification. He has 2 for the JohnKuckian Cosmetic Ltd. One is 46450, and that is the wholesale of cosmetic, perfume, and toiletry. Wholesale. He does not. Oh, I didn't write down the other one. I'll find it, I'll go back. I still have the picture of it, and I'll put it in what the SIC classification is for making. And I think it's for Charlotte Tilbury, so don't let that throw you off. It is a 226 number for making products, and he doesn't have that. So he doesn't make products. He didn't make them in his kitchen. He didn't, none of that. He doesn't have a lab. He doesn't have a lab in London where he lives or where his offices are. I do have the address to his office. I will also link that. His other SIC classification is 47750, and that is retail. For means he can sell other people's cosmetics, perfumes, and toilet goods. Toilet goods. I don't know. TOLIETE goods. Toilet goods. So I don't know if he has maybe I guess that's for his website that he's going to sell because he sold those fake brushes and they were somebody else's brushes. I don't know. He mentioned that a few times, but he never said. I don't know if he ever said they weren't his or they were his or he was selling for somebody else. I think I caught him saying that. But then I didn't ever hear it again. So I'm not sure. The other one is rebranding. If he's rebranding, he's a 23-year-old, so I don't know that he has the money. I mean, maybe he does. Maybe he does. But with all the things that he's done lately and the lying or untruths that he tells, the viciousness with which he tells the untruths. I don't think he's mature enough to be able to, unless his family fronts him to be able to get along. I don't know. Because I don't know how things work over there. But anyway, I don't know that he would have the money to be able to purchase from another cosmetic company their product to rebrand with his name. But rebranding is very common in the cosmetic world. Morphe did it, may still do it. I couldn't find that they had stopped. I just know that they rebrand. BH Cosmetic rebrands. And there are several more. And they didn't, I don't think they disclosed that they rebranded. They just rebranded. So there's that. Or he could be private labeling. I don't know. The thing is he has lied about working, going to his lab and working with the people in his lab to get he first said he was working in the lab with his people doing the formula. Then when he did his launch video, he said the same thing about working in the lab and coming up. And then he slipped up to say, covering his behind, I think, when you look at the formula on the back. He slipped up to say that the formula was nothing special. That it was the same formula used across many cosmetic companies. The thing that was special was how they pressed the pigment. You'll have to go back. I'm not going back to check on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. That it was nothing, that the formula was regular. Nothing special. And I thought, what? After all I only been watching him for about 6 months, so I didn't know how vicious he was. I didn't know that. And I was like, he just said it was nothing special. After the whole time I've been watching him, he said he's been working with the people in his lab. Now it's nothing special. It's the way, what? I think he has some sort of psychosis, whether he's an habitual liar, or that's my opinion. I have a medical background. It's not in psychiatry. I just don't, after his last escapade that he has done, I'm just not gonna, he entertained me. I will not watch him anymore. This is, like I said, this is my last attention that I will give him, and I only did it because I said I was going to. This will probably be unedited, and you will see me, well, you see me stammer a lot anyway. This is it. My last attention for him. I won't support him in any way. Anyway, he's got my last money. His shadows are good. They're not the same as the Folklore. He's vicious. He's a liar. I hope he's a liar. I believe he's a liar. Apparently, he pulls the same stunt and calls people child molesters. Including women, when he doesn't like what they do. So I'm going to go with, I believe he tells harsh untruths. And he won't get any more of my attention. And this is it. Shadows are good, like I said. They're not the same as the Folklore. I will put up the information. Anybody who wants to try to contact the standard the standard industrial, what is it? Hang on. The Standard Trading Institute. If you want to try to contact them, I will leave the phone number, the mailing address. If he has wronged you in some way, that you can contact them. I don't know that it will help because they've never contacted me back, but I will leave that information. I will leave all his information. You can actually follow him on the Trading Standard Institute. You can click follow and you can follow his business if you would like to do that. I don't know that I am, but drama channels may want to, and you can pass that along. I'm not a drama channel. I was just reviewing his eyeshadow because I wanted to, and this is it. It's my final say on JohnKuckian. I'm glad you came to watch me. Y'all know I don't look at the camera because I have a bad eye. But for my goodbyes, I look at the camera. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Please comment below. Please subscribe. I think I'm going to put my face on it this time. Somewhere over here, over there. There's a red bar at the bottom. Please click subscribe. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a happy new year. I hope your Christmas was wonderful. Like I said, happy new year. I hope it is grand and your burden is light. I love you guys. Till next time.